The last paper strip is the extra large. Again, take your quilling tool, place it near the center, and press against the paper and roll it in the upward direction. And you'll see that your paper will have a curve just like this. Flip it up. Looks like a letter J right now. And then start near the center of the paper and roll it upward, and it will make a smile. In this case, it makes a little heart. Look at that. That's cute. You take your quilling tool. Again, you take the slot here. It will take the slot here. And then slide it into the paper strip near the top. Not at the very top, but near the top. Start to roll it towards you. Stop. Press this flat down. Not all the way down like you're flattening it, just down where you're making it flatter. And you roll it. Roll it once, twice, or just once, twice, 3 times. Take your index finger and your thumb, and once you start to roll it, gently press the top and bottom to shape it to a circle from an oval, and keep rolling all the way until you get to the end. Once again, as you can see, my coil is becoming uneven. I'm going to take my finger and just gently, we're going to keep rolling. As you can see, it's going to gently push it down. Then slide it off, loosen your fingers, and it will loosen the coil. As you can see, this coil is a little unhinged looking. It's lopsided here. It's a lot of space here. What you do is take your index finger and your thumb, hold your coil in place, pull this tail, and what that's going to do is it's going to tighten it a little bit. As you can see, that space is now gone. And then you just roll it up a little bit. Keep that tail out. Take your paper strip, dip it into your glue. Put the glue on the tail end of your paper coil, and then roll it up. Once you get to the end seal, take your thumb and press down on it to seal it. Now you have an extra large coil. Congratulations, you made it. We have done all 4 coils. I'm going to do a quick recap. So far, we have done a small coil. We have done a medium size coil. We have done a medium coil. We have also done a large. We've done a large coil. And we have done an extra large coil. Congratulations, you made it to this end step. How do you feel? Who made it where? Whoever makes it here. Rolling all of the 4 sizes, rolling them. Learning how to roll the paper. I'll go into detail on everything. Just all the tips. All the info. Once you can rewind this and rewatch it as many times as you'd like, but you just repeat that same process over and over with all of your paper strips. Once you finish, dump your paper strips out. I mean your coils. Let me show you one example of a tray of coils look like. These are all of the large. Once you finish, move the glue out the way. Dump your coils on the table. Pull out your template. And one thing I would tell you to do is to place your coils inside your template before you glue them down. That way you have the design and the pattern that you want before you make it permanent. They can be removed once you have glued them down. However, it is more difficult to remove them, and you can ruin some pieces in the process. So it's best to just place your pieces in your template the way that you would like to do them. Move them around as much as you need to, but in my opinion, it's best to do that before you glue them down, because then you'll have all this extra time trying to fix pieces and or add more pieces in spaces that may not necessarily fit, or again, it can ruin some of your pieces. So just to prevent that, just place them inside your template. For example, that's a large piece. I'm going to place an extra large piece beside that. Beside that, I want to place a small piece in the corner here. So I'm just going to place that down there. And I made these different sizes so they can fit like a puzzle, which is which fits together well. You can move them around, so you don't want that piece there. You want to move it here. You can do that before you glue them down. If you need help sliding these small pieces in small spaces, just take your quilling tool and just gently push it a little bit, and it will slide it right into that space. As you can see, there's another opening gap here, but it looks like it will fit the small piece. I'm going to take the small piece and drop it down onto the snowman, and it fell. So that could be an issue or not. It's not an issue actually. So this piece fell. I'm not going to take my finger. I'm just going to take my quilling tool, slide it out the way a little bit. Take my finger, pick it back up again, and drop it. And then I'm going to slide it into the space here. And as you can see, it's starting to fill up. And you just continue that process. Again, you can move pieces around as many times as you need to achieve the desired look that you're looking for. And go wild, go crazy with it. Have a good time and go crazy with it. Do it however you want to. And again, I know my snowman is just white. It could be pink, it can be blue and purple. It can be whatever colors you want it to be. And you can do whatever patterns you want it to as well. And that's the beauty of these kits. Even if two people have the exact same template, the exact same two colors, they will not be the same, because each person has their own type of creativity. So one person may do one design, while that person may do a different design. For example, one person may take one color and do stripes across it, while the other person may put pops of color in there and make it polka dots. That's another plus to these kits. Each person will have their own art piece once they finish. No two will be the same. You just keep filling in your shape again with different pieces. And the more you do these, you'll be able to really eyeball and look at the spaces and figure out what pieces fit in those spaces. Because again, it's made like a puzzle. So you can look at that and say, okay, well, I know a small piece will go here in this gap. Because you know you're not going to get an extra large coil in there. So I just take this. Now, unless you know some type of magic or something to get in there, but I have no idea. So I'm just going to put the small one in there. And as you can see, it fit nicely. Okay. Okay.